You'd recognise from the door and working here, so I feel like it's time for a round of applause for all the people whose hard work goes into getting to 100. So in the next exercise reception, you would have seen you around working tirelessly, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty bloody excited to bring him on. I need to know you guys are as well. Bring it up. Come on, bring it up. Give it to me right now, ladies and gentlemen. Daryl Peebles.
Thank you, mate. Terrific. Got my cup of tea. Yeah, look, it really is great to be here. A lot of people start their acting sounds really trite. It's great to be here, but let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when you get to my age, it's great to be anywhere. So there you go. And a couple of weeks ago, Gav rang and he contacted me. He said, "Would you like to come and do a bit of stand-up, Daz?" And I thought, "Oh, don't know, mate. My age, sit-down comedy is probably more my thing." But coincidentally, actually, the ABC rang me the same day and asked if I'd come and do some voiceovers. Now, at my age, you get a little bit confused. You go, stand-up voiceover, stand-up voiceover. The upshot of it is I now belong to a bikie gang and I'm starting a new career as a stand-over merchant. My first gig is actually Cassie O'Connor. Anyone know Cassie? Apparently I've got to go and talk to Cassie. She's upset a few people because she's rewritten a very old Chinese proverb, apparently attributed to Mao Zedong. The proverb now reads, "Give a man a fish, you'll feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish farm and he'll bugger up Oakhampton Bay." So I've got to go and fix that one. It was a great week in politics. I don't know if you know this, ladies and gentlemen. There's a highlight in politics occurred in the Senate this week. Anybody aware of what it was? The Deputy Leader of the Greens in the Senate has made political history. Larissa Waters, she actually breastfed her new little baby, Amelia Joy, in the Senate, which is great. We've moved into the 21st century. Give them a hand. Because a lot of the old fogies, you can imagine some of the old fogies in that old Senate. You can imagine Erica Betts. Yeah, I reckon. Look, I don't consider myself old. I rather use the term chronologically gifted. That sort of makes me feel a bit better. But the other day, recently, I sort of realised that I've got very few years left in which to regale you lovely people with some of my better stories before Alzheimer's kicks in and I start repeating myself. And what's more, I recently realised that I've got very few years left to regale you with some lovely stories. You guys got a feeling of deja vu happening here? I don't know, look, every now and then, every 2 years or so, I go home to Penguin, we have a reunion of all the kids that I grew up with in the 50s and 60s. And I find every time I go back to one of these reunions, there are fewer and fewer of us turning up. I've started to call this gathering the Did He Die Club. You look around and say, "Where's Roger?" Did he die? It's a bit like that. Yeah, look, the trouble is, of course, when you get to our age, you do tend to go to more funerals and weddings. You've got to accept it. I went to a funeral last week. I was the stupid bastard who caught the wreath. So I went home, I said to my partner, "Look, I better start planning my own funeral. I mean, I don't want to leave it to my kids." I wrote down a few things I wanted at my service, like the music and that sort of thing. I really love, for example, Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven. So I put that down. I thought, no, the way my knees are these days, I have to take the elevator. But every time I do go to a funeral, though, it sort of reaffirms with me that it's not a bad thing getting older, is it? I mean, it's a good alternative. The other day, or a couple of weeks ago now, I actually ran out of petrol and I'm hiking to the nearest service station and a hearse pulls up. I said to the driver, "No thanks, mate, I'm not going that far." So, but seriously, I'm doing all right for my age. What do you reckon? I'm a bit older than Tory, not more than 50, coming on 70, that'll do me. But I'm in pretty good health. I went to the doctor the other day, he gave me the thumbs up. I'll tell you what, that brings tears to your eyes, doesn't it, Peter? Not bad at all. But the cliche thing about getting older, people think when you get older, suddenly you become passionate about gardening. Well, it's bypassed. I couldn't care less about gardening. For me, the 4 seasons will always be salt, pepper, mustard and sauce, okay? But my lovely partner, Elsie, she's into gardening in a big way. She gets all these magazines and handy hints, you know, plant a man, grow your own dope, and that sort of stuff. She compares me with our lawnmower. Apparently I'm hard to start, occasionally blunt, and I only work half the time. I don't know what that's all about. And we've got trouble with snails in our garden. She went out and bought some of those pellets, snail defenders, scattered it around. At least I read the directions on the box that said, we'll kill snails up to 3 months. For up to 3 months. I thought, what happens then? They come back to life? I don't know what's happening. Anyway, the thing about getting old is some of the expressions we use all our life suddenly change in their meaning. For example, the expression, an all-nighter. 50 years ago, an all-nighter was me and my mates out on the terps, dusk till dawn, probably go straight to work after a big night. Anyone experience that? Good all-nighter on the... 40 years ago, an all-nighter was a night of passionate lovemaking, great memories. These days, an all-nighter is getting through to 7 a.m. without having to get out of bed to go to the loo. I mean, that's pretty special. But the question I'm always asked, ladies and gentlemen, about getting old from younger people, like a lot of you people, is when do you stop having sex? So look, I'm not ashamed. I'm going to share it with you as my lovely friends here, 50 of you or so assembled here tonight. I'll let you know that I usually, personally, stop having sex about 3:30 a.m, the same as I always did, whether she's awake or not. So that's me. But folks, the one thing you do when you get older is you worry a lot. You worry a lot more. I worry about my kids, I worry about my grandkids, I worry about all my friends and my associates. I even worry about you lovely people. You're a kind, discerning audience. You've been very, very warm, and I really feel for you, but I will worry tonight that you've all got reliable transport to get home, okay? And just to make me sleep better, at the end of tonight, when you do get home safely, I'd like you all to text me so I can go to sleep. Is that okay? That'd be fantastic. Now, folks, I'm not quite 100. Jokers is, as everybody's mentioned tonight, it's because of the fantastic efforts of people like Gavin, Jane, the crew here at Jokers, and especially you. Give them all a hand because it's really wonderful. They're all naysayers. In Hobart, who said a weekly comedy venue would never work in Hobart. Well, Jokers has proved it's not only possible, it's sensational. I'm Darryl Peoples. Great to have you here. Bye.